here with you, and today we're making some more Christmas cards. Yeah, I really want to use up this paper pack. I know somebody asked if I thought I was really going to be able to, I think it's Elizabeth, if I was really going to be able to go through it. That's my goal. Will it happen? I don't know, but I'm sure going to try and give it my all. So I've got a bunch of goodies here that you saw in my haul, and I figured we would use those as toppers today, and we will get going and make as many cards as possible. I also thought it'd be really fun to do a little special thing. So in this video, if you watch it, I would love to know how many cards you think I'm going to be able to make out of this. So far I've got 22 cards made. So how many cards total do you think I'm going to make? And the persons that will get the closest to the answer, or on the answer, depending, I will send a little happy mail. I thought that'd be super fun. If you're interested, of course, you don't have to participate if you don't want to. But in case you're interested, once I finish using up all the paper pack, and that might be a while, that could be a good long while, but once I'm finished using it, we will tally how many cards I made, and depending on the answer, whoever got the closest will get a little, and if there's multiple, I'll send out multiple. Like if people come on the exact number, and there's many of you that have the exact number, well then I will send it out to everybody that got the closest. Well, not the closest, the exact number, because technically it wouldn't be the closest anymore, it would be the exact number. So yeah, I don't want anybody to be left out should they actually make it and, you know, figure out the number I'm gonna make, because I have no idea how many that will be. But I'm out of Christmas cards, guys. I actually mailed out all my Christmas cards. I think I have maybe 5 left of all the Christmas cards I had. That's it, no more. So I definitely need to make more, because if I get any cards that I didn't expect, then I have no cards to send back out. So it's definitely time for me to make some more cards. So let's get this show on the road and figure out what we're gonna do. I'm thinking maybe one of the things would be to use up the papers that I really don't know what to do with first, because those will be the hardest. And I should cut out all of these guys, so that I have all my toppers already. And then I think that's it, right? And then maybe like this one, though, technically it would be easier because it has a sign on it. But like the scent of face, I don't know. Not feeling too inspired with it. Yeah, definitely not too inspired. So let's cut out these. Remove this, and whatever little bits, I always put it back into one specific bin. So that's the bin that I used last time to make the 14 cards. It was quite useful, actually, to have it all in the same, because then I really got to use up as much of my little scraps as possible. Of course, now I'm prepping some stuff for future cards, so technically I probably won't make as many this time around, but who knows. I'm thinking these would be fun together as toppers. So maybe we can start off with using these. This one is going to be harder because unless I use the Santa on top of the Santa paper, is that like too much? Yeah, definitely too much. I really don't know the Santa paper, what to do with them. I'm thinking maybe the best would be to use one of those labels that I got and then put an embellishment on top of that. Maybe that would be the solution, because otherwise I really don't know. I didn't cut it far enough. There's still this little line. Okay, this one I'll cut the holy jolly like that. Technically they both have still that little line, but I'll just do it with my scissors just so I don't cut myself. Okay, I think I'm just as bad with the scissors today. So officially it's Saturday. Officially I'm on vacation and I'm feeling stressed like there's no tomorrow, just because I made my list of what I need to do for the next 3 weeks, and oh my god, it's insane. Like, I tried to list having fun to make sure to remember to do it, but there, like, I really want the studio. I would really love to have the studio as finished as possible during the time that I have off. And when I look around, there's like still so much to do and to organize and stuff, and oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get through it during the holidays. Like, I really don't know, and I still have gifts to make, and I haven't wrapped any of my presents yet. I did finish mailing, like preparing my Christmas cards, so that was a plus. So I was happy on that. But I haven't finished doing all my gifts, so technically there's cards that go in that. Oh boy, just the season to be like tired and run down. That's how I'm feeling. Like, I'm gonna end up being really exhausted after all of this. But anyway, I think it's the same for everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna use this as is. I think last time I had put the little bling on the bells. Maybe I should do that again. See, that's the good part of not doing this all in at once, because I don't really remember like all the cards, and therefore they won't be all the same, because I don't like my cards to be exactly the same, especially since, you know, I'm sending them to some family member and things, and I don't want every single family member, if they visit each other, to see that I've made the same card over and over and over again. I could, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't like it. I like my cards to be unique. That's the part that I like about, you know, recycling or using my stash in ways, because, you know, from time to time my stash is not the same. I only have limited amount of certain supplies, therefore the cards don't technically get to be exactly the same. So that's how I like it. But I've got a feeling that this one might be exactly the same, unless I can't find the same bling that I use, which is entirely possible. I did put in the bin here some bling. Okay, this is bothering me. I did put in some bling that I think I had forgotten, I had lost kind of last time. What I could do would be fun on this card is to put stickle on the ornament. You know, a bit like you have some Christmas cards that come in with that have stickle on them or sparkle stuff on them. Of course, I'm not yeah, I'm not as precise as those companies. But it does make a nice effect. And it will make it a bit different. And it won't add dimension, so my card is easy to mail. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it that way. Now, to make sure that I don't touch it, I'm going to put it up there. Because otherwise I'm going to put my fingers in it, because that's exactly what I usually do. To test out, is it dry? Is it dry? and then I make a big mess. Yeah. That's how I roll. That's how I roll, guys. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. I'm thinking this on top of that, but with red underneath. And I think this piece will be just big enough that it's going to work. So how is everybody doing? Here it's snowing like crazy, and the snow removal company didn't really do a proper job, so I had to remove the snow so I could actually get out to come to the studio. And then the thing now is that I'm not sure how it's gonna work out to go back home, and they're supposed to come here to remove the snow too, but I'm not sure. They haven't really done a good job so far. And I also have to clean out the stairs here because the space is not rented out yet. So I really need to get the stairs cleaned up. Do I like that? I'm not sure I like that. I wonder if I have pale blue. Pale blue, that would work. No, I don't like that either. And this is no. About this here. No, definitely not. Just because there has this ornament that I'm not sure I don't like it really. Okay, so I guess I'm wondering if I have a green that would be appropriate. I don't see one. I have all kinds of smaller size cardstock in this drawer that I'm looking in. And I see a darker green. This green will work. No, that might work for something else. What about a gray? Maybe a gray. So the snow is very pretty. It's great to put you in the mood for Christmas, but it's messy. Oh, I have white. Maybe I should use white instead. That's the white I don't really use. This is a cardstock. This isn't a cardstock. This is a file folder. We don't use white often at the office, but we did have at one point, and yeah, maybe that. Just feel like this alone on top of it is too thin. It's like missing something. So if I was to use this, I try to remind myself also that it's the same every year, and I'm feeling frazzled pretty much every year. And every year I tell myself that I'm not going to be feeling this way the next year, that it's going to be better, and that I'm going to be more organized, and I'm not going to, you know, decide to do gifts and things last minute. Does that work? No. Clearly not. Okay, so that would be pretty on top of that. And then I could cut it so that it's just the right size. And of course I should use the part that doesn't have the pencil mark, so I don't have to cut it to remove it. That would be the smart thing to do if you're trying to make as many cards as possible in a short amount of time. That's what you do. And somehow now I'm thinking that maybe I should add the white. Is that going to be too much? Or it's the white that's too much? Maybe I should cut. Yeah, I think the white is too big, and that's what's throwing me off. So I'm gonna cut it to be smaller. Okay, so maybe like that instead. And then, oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. Okay, so just assemble that. So we did manage to use up this sheet, which I don't like. I like those paper packs to have smaller designs and not big, large designs like that. I find like they're so much harder to use. That's why I'm thrown off with all these Santas. But I'm thinking that maybe for the Santas, what I could do is use one of those on top and then put a design or some of some sort. Either that or I use one of these, but I'm not seeing any that really excite me for this. Yeah, no, none of them really is exciting to me. Okay, so do I have dark green? I don't understand why I didn't pick out the darker green, because I really would like to have some of this dark green. And I think it's because I don't have any in small. That's weird. Yeah, I don't find any in my smaller cardstock. I don't know if I have any in the bigger one. Looks to be pretty much the same. Oh no, maybe. That's a dark green. Yeah, that's a dark green that would work. It's very flimsy though, but that's okay. So we can use that. I'm going to cut it down to size for these cards, let's say. So I'm going to put it that, for example, it would be this by that. Pull out the big guillotine. Then once it got it started, then it's easier. I can cut it with the other guillotine after. One thing too that I could do is prepare some die cuts that I could use on top of these. Okay, I didn't cut it small enough. That's why it's bothering me right now. It's not the right. It's too wide at the top, but not. Like, I like the sides to be kind of even. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to use this here. And I think I'm going to do 2 videos back to back. Take a short break, but come back to this mess of a desk and do my other card video right away, so that I get, you know, more use out of the messy desk. Yeah, that's pretty. That's very pretty. Do I have any embellishments? Anything that I could use on top of this? Like Santa? Maybe like a Santa face? Okay, let's glue this down. So what I'm thinking could be fun is to use this here on top. I could put this here, let's see. And then a sentiment. Where are my sentiments? I'm going to use one of the ones that I have. Use that one. But 'tis the season would be pretty, would be fun. So these are sentiments from my digital sets. If you're interested, go check out the description box below. There's links to the digitals. And you can print, it's a ton of digital sentiment for Christmas. And some that could be used for more like winter cards. and you can print them in any, like you can print them, there's multiple colors, and you can reprint any sheets that you want as many times as you want, which makes it very convenient for card making. Okay, so, oh, I didn't glue this part down. So this, and then of course this I'm thinking is going to be fun. Do I put the green and then cut around? Just because, as I told you, I'm not too fond of the big paper. I just think it's so busy. This kind of hides a little bit of it. And of course my thing is a little bit crooked, but it doesn't matter. And then I could put the sentiment on top of that. Could have done a better job at cutting off the sentiment, but oh well. You know me in cutting, if you watch my videos at all. That's pretty, and it's a fun little card, and it got me to use up that big. Isn't that pretty? And it's shiny with the thing, and I got to use, because it's a, I have to try out the tip that I got of using embossing powder. It just feels like it's an extra step that I'm not sure I want to actually do. That's the thing. Okay, this I think I'm going to cut down the card so that I can actually use this part and I don't have to. Okay, where did my other part of that Christmas paper go? Okay, so. Can I actually hide the Santa's face and put, oh, I could do that. I could totally do that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. This down. Like that. Then have a bit of red. And this piece is kind of broken, so it would be perfect to use like this so that I can cut off and throw away the rest that's broken. Okay, so put that. Yes. And I'm thinking to finish it off. It'd be fun to use a little bling. Just for the fun of it, just to add that extra little dimension. Okay, so that's done. We'll do one last one. There's no time left almost, but it doesn't matter. Just gonna create one last little card. Okay, this one has some papers that's it has some embossing kind of. I don't know if you can see. I'm thinking that maybe we can use something simple. Do I have any that are smaller? Well, this one would work great. Okay. And that's too small. I don't have any other pieces, do I? I'm thinking I want just within sorry. Just within the line, the embossed line. Feels kind of a waste to use a big sheet like that under if I have some smaller ones left over. That would work. This is from a filed holder that Annie had given me. Okay, I can't see the embossing line when I put it on So using the card base as my design, I think works out well. A line of marker cutting happened. So do that, and then put that down. just feel like I need a little something on the edge. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I can at least try to see if I do. Feels weird at the top. I have some bling, but I don't have red one. Unless I use seems to be too big. Don't really like it. I think I have something though that might be good. Okay, something happened to one of my jars and it got stuck. And the embellishment I actually want are stuck in there. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm thinking maybe some of these. Oh yes, that's what I needed. Just something simple like that. Nothing too big, but just a little something. It was missing just a tiny bit of something to make me happy. Okay, I feel like that's better. So here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, so not bad. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this session. Don't forget to leave in the comments down below how many cards do you think I will have done. Now I'm at 27, and yeah, that's it guys. I love you so much. I will see you soon. Bye.